I'm a leadership consultant by profession, and there's this gentleman called Boris Groysberg, who's a PhD and a very academician working in Harvard, setting the course of organizational behavior. And I think about 5-6 years ago, we were together. We were doing I was a senior partner with a consulting firm, and we were kind of doing going from city to city. And he just looked at me and he says, you're good. So I'm like, okay, I know that. So what's new, And he said, no, but you should work in the sphere of women empowerment and leadership. And at that time, it was for me, I was very gender neutral. Whoever's good makes it. You don't need to necessarily carve out something. But what he said next really set me thinking. He said, and I've been in that space for very long, in an executive search firm, in a consulting firm. You've seen a lot of talent. But interestingly enough, what happens is that when a man is about, and I'm sorry, I'm shooting this, but I'm going to be held responsible for what I say, because there's a lot of evidence and research that backs what I'm going to say. If a man is usually generally 60-65% adept or less, he's willing to put his hand up and say, you know what, I'm happy to take the next rung of whatever lies ahead. If a woman is even up to 110% adept, it's rare that she'll put her hand up. And she needs cajoling, persuasion. She needs a little more of saying, you know what, you're really good, move ahead. And that's interesting, because that sent me into this whole thinking of how many women may have just missed that chance and not even realized it. And it really set me thinking, and I actually made a couple of changes. And, of course, it was interesting how my career panned out post that. That's another story. But talking about that, and I want the panel to dwell on, it's like past, present, good, happy. Were there some missed opportunities? Did you just sort of miss the bus because either you thought you were not good enough, or you just let the opportunity go away because you did it for the larger good of the family? Now, I was part of the Oberoi group, and the McKinsey study was on. I was EA2, the chairman of the Oberoi group. And I didn't know McKinsey before that, but for 4 years, I kind of just jumped into McKinsey. At the end of 4 years, the senior partner at McKinsey, he just said to me, he said, I want to meet you. And I was just putting in my papers at the Oberoi. I said, bahut ho gaya yaar, bahut dimag khapa liya. Now I need to move on and do something different. And he offered me a job to be a junior partner in McKinsey back in 1997. And I had a very good hard look, and I thought about it. My children were young. And I just said that, can I take this ride ahead? It was an opportunity of a lifetime. But I actually thought to myself, and my husband said, go do it. What's your problem? You're good, you'll manage. I said, no. I need to be there for my children far more than I can be if I'm there in McKinsey. That was a global job, this and the other. I took a very hard call. And it was an opportunity. I missed it, but I missed it very consciously. And that day went, 97, we were talking about 2019. Did I once look back and regret it? No, never, ever, ever. So, similarly, I think a lot of opportunities come your way. Maybe you're not up for it. Maybe they need to let go. You need to let them go, and maybe newer things lie ahead for you. So I want the panel to kind of think about that and pull out the most interesting one. And I know, Chef, you have a story that you're dying to tell us.